Welcome to Lesson 1, What is DevOps? An Introduction to Modern Software Delivery. In this lesson, we will explore the revolutionary methodology that has transformed how we build and ship software today. I'm Alexis NDE, and I'll be your guide as we break down the history, the problems DevOps solves, and the incredible benefits it brings to organizations of all sizes. By the end of this session, you'll be able to define DevOps clearly, understand the traditional development silos it replaced, and see how it bridges the gap between teams. We will also look at how automation, cloud computing, and a culture of collaboration drive massive business value in sectors like healthcare and the public sector. Hello and welcome. I'm thrilled to start this journey with you. Today, the word DevOps is everywhere, from job boards to corporate strategy meetings. But what does it actually mean? Is it a set of tools, a job title, or something much deeper? To understand where we are, we first have to look at where we came from. For decades, software development and IT operations lived in two completely different worlds. This was known as the wall of confusion. Let's see why that was such a problem. Traditionally, development teams, the people who write the code, and operations teams, the people who manage the servers, worked in separate silos. Developers were measured by how fast they could deliver new features. They wanted change. Operations, on the other hand, were measured by stability. They wanted things to stay the same. This conflicting set of goals created massive friction. Deployments were rare, manual, and often failed because the code worked on a developer's laptop but not in the data center. This inefficiency wasn't just annoying for IT staff, it was costing businesses millions in lost time and missed opportunities. The world was moving faster and IT had to catch up. In 2009, the term DevOps was coined to solve this exact problem. It's not just a technical shift, it's a cultural one that brings these two teams together. At its core, DevOps is a set of practices that combine software development, dev, and IT operations, ops. It's about shortening the system's development lifecycle. It aims to provide continuous delivery with high software quality. But remember, it's about people, process, and tools in that specific order. Collaboration is the heartbeat of DevOps. Instead of throwing code over a wall, developers and operations staff work together throughout the entire application lifecycle. From the very first line of code to the final production deployment, they share the same tools, the same goals, and the same responsibility for the product's success. You've likely seen this infinity loop. It represents the continuous nature of DevOps. It's not a linear path with a start and a finish. It's a never-ending cycle of improvement. The key is the feedback loop. We build, we deploy, we monitor, and we use that data to plan the next set of improvements. This makes the whole organization more agile. Now, you can't have this speed without automation. In a DevOps world, if you have to do something more than twice, you should automate it. This brings us to two core pillars: continuous integration and continuous delivery, often abbreviated as CI/CD. This is the engine of modern software delivery. Continuous integration ensures that code changes are automatically tested and merged into a shared repository frequently. This catches bugs early and often. Continuous delivery then automates the release of that code to production. It ensures that the software is always in a releasable state, anytime, at the touch of a button. This level of automation is powered by cloud computing and a concept called infrastructure as code. Imagine treating your servers and networks just like software code. Instead of manually clicking around a console to set up a server, you write a script. This means your environments are consistent, repeatable, and can be scaled in seconds. So why do businesses care? First, speed. Organizations using DevOps can deploy hundreds or even thousands of times more frequently than their competitors. Second, reliability. Automated testing and monitoring mean fewer bugs reach production, and when things do break, you can roll back or fix them in minutes, not days. Let's look at a real-world example from my own backyard: healthcare. In hospitals and clinics, software isn't just a convenience, it's critical for patient safety. By adopting DevOps, healthcare organizations can update electronic health record systems or telemedicine apps securely and reliably, ensuring that doctors always have the best data. DevOps allows these organizations to stay compliant with strict regulations like HIPAA while still moving fast enough to respond to a global health crisis or new medical breakthroughs. Security is baked into the pipeline from the start, a practice we often call DevSecOps. It's about protecting sensitive patient data at every step of the delivery process. We see similar success in large enterprise businesses and government agencies. These are often massive organizations with legacy systems that move slowly. DevOps helps them break down red tape and modernize their services. For a government agency, this might mean a faster, more reliable way for citizens to apply for benefits online. For a global enterprise, it could be the difference between a mobile banking app that crashes during peak hours and one that scales effortlessly to handle millions of users. In both cases, DevOps provides operational excellence and a competitive edge that simply wasn't possible with traditional IT methods. It's the new standard for modern software delivery. We've covered a lot today. We've looked at the history of silos, the definition of DevOps, and the powerful role of automation and the cloud in driving real-world results. It's important to remember that DevOps is a journey, not a destination. It's about continuous learning and continuous improvement for both teams and individuals. First, DevOps is a culture of collaboration. Tools are important, but the shift in mindset between dev and ops teams is what truly drives success. Second, automation is the engine. From CI/CD pipelines to infrastructure as code, automation enables the speed and reliability that modern businesses demand. Third, continuous improvement. The feedback loop ensures that we are always learning from our systems and our users to build better, safer, and faster software. And finally, real-world value. Whether in healthcare, government, or global enterprise, DevOps improves operational reliability and the quality of services we provide. Thank you for joining me for this introduction to DevOps. You now have a solid foundation to build upon as we dive deeper into specific tools and practices in the coming lessons. Take a moment to reflect on how these principles might apply to your own organization or career. What silos can you help break down? What can you help automate? I'm Alexis NDE, and I look forward to seeing you in our next session. Keep learning and keep building. See you soon. In our next lesson, we'll take a deep dive into the DevOps lifecycle and explore each stage of the infinity loop in detail. Don't miss it. Lesson 1 complete. See you in the next session where we'll explore the DevOps lifecycle. Goodbye for now.